And she did all the way till Tear of Kingdom.
I built this daily habit tracker that helps users. Tattle is beginning to understand what's overtaken her once companion. It's the source of all the her brother Tail had nothing to bring before here. It's the ocean canyon. She believes that the pond that lies before who are there is a bit of a mystery. One which there is only one way to solve, which is to go there and investigate. First stop is the swamp through the south gate, and this time Link has a sword and a shield to protect himself, meaning the guards won't stop him. Clocktown lies at the heart of this strange land, with each direction leading to a new territory. They trek out through the southern gate, and not far beyond the safety of the city, the duo come across part of the Skull Kid and Tattle's past. She and her brother had drawn this back when they first met the Skull Kid, before things became dark, before the mask. They found him shivering in the cold through the storm. He told them he was alone, that his friends had left him, and the three of them decided that they would stay.
Damn!
In 4 months they were happy. They spent their days
That's 400.
innocent enough mischief, exploring the forests. But that happy time ended when they attacked the Happy Mask salesman in the wood and stole Majora's mask. It's a confession to how they came to possess the mask. They had no right to take it, and it has caused so much trouble. The progression of it all, Skull Kid's descent into what he's become, it still doesn't make sense to Tattle. They leave the memory there, and they move on to the swamp. At first glance, nothing is clearly off within the swamp, save an odd peak in the distance that's oozing something purple. There's a boat and photography tour available that's interesting enough, and a potion shop with another familiar face from Link's past, one of the twin sorceresses from the Gerudo Desert. She doesn't start flinging ice magic at Link when he walks in the door. This actually looks like a legit shop. The apparent shopkeeper tells Link that her sister went into the woods out to find mushrooms and she never came back. She asks Link to go track her down. Kind of strange to be talking to one of the twin sorceresses. Stranger to see her working in a shop, but better than the alternative of rampaging.
Now we have to do 600.
The sister is deep in the woods behind the house, laying on the ground, calling out for help with 2 monkeys at her side. They dash off at its approach, and the old woman says that someone attacked her from behind while she was picking mushrooms. But it wasn't the monkeys, no, they were protecting her. It was the Skull Kid. A healing potion will get her back on her feet. A little bit of medicine is just what she needed. It gets the old gal back on her broom and back to work. And those monkeys that were at her side were good. They telling him that once they're broken, the monkeys swamp to find a temple that poisoned the world. If that missing monkey brother knows something about poison temple, then they need to find her back. So to get the best powers, there is indeed the water.
Nice.
Only Deku. Thankfully, that's not an issue for Link. Within the royal chambers, something ghastly is about to take place. The missing monkey is tied up and is tortured. The king's daughter has gone missing, and the blame for her vanishing is being placed upon that monkey. His tormentors were all desperate to witness, but the monkey himself has a very different story to tell. He claims that he did nothing to the princess, and that if they don't act quickly, then the princess is going to fall victim to a monster. Finding a way into the monkey's head tells Link a more private conversation with him. He doesn't have long to talk, but he tells him that he went to Woodfall Temple above the waterfall in the swamp to check out the source of the woods flowing into the waters, as did the Deku princess, and he saw her get captured by the monsters that were now inhabiting the temple. If someone doesn't go up there and help her, then she'll never make it out alive. It's up to him now to defend the swamp, and to aid him, the monkey will teach him the melody to open up the temple. It's a song that only the Deku royal family knows, making it apparent the monkey is a friend of the princess. But the bull-headed king of the Deku refuses to listen to reason, and the torturous punishment of the monkey will begin soon. Link had best hurry to that temple. The Deku princess isn't the only one depending on him now. The path to the temple is impassable to all save those who can use Deku flowers, meaning outsiders are effectively kept out. But there are more helpers to be found, even here. A familiar face from a faraway land is nearby. Though, of course, it's not the same being as from past times. The great owl only once
Good.
It's not a statue holding its semblance. The owl will offer this strange of help. Using these statues will allow Link to quickly move across areas that he's already been to. Not bad. But there's little more that he offers, at least for now. No words of prophecy or story, just simple aid in his journey. And then he's off.
Need 600.
The entrance lies beneath the pools of its courtyard, and only the song of the Deku royal family can open the way forward. The guardian of this temple is missing, allowing it to be invested in creatures that do not belong. It's dark, full of monsters, just like a monkey form. He has used his human and Deku form to make it through the many dark monsters. Locate and control the bow and arrow in the depths of the temple to open up paths. It's a rather lonely and lonely road. This is hostile territory to anyone who's not equipped. It doesn't have a lot of equipment or vitality to work with, and there are creatures here that he's never encountered before. It takes hours of fighting and searching before he finally makes it to the doors of what has been blighting the swamp. Adolwa, a terrible deity of Woodfall, the evil spirit who has sealed away the guardian of this temple, captor of the Deku princess, and the source of all the chaos and
One.
Also trying to close the gap. He is a worthy opponent. Something to fear. His swordplay is brutal and aggressive. He uses insects within the temple to further impede the boy's attacks. But Link is still the hero of time, and eventually he bests Adolwa. A mask is left behind in Adolwa's wake, a vessel containing its foul spirit, now safely locked away. But it seems that it wasn't only the monkey and the princess that were relying on Link to slay Adolwa. Also Creed is one of the giants that protects his land, one of the Skull Kid's old friends. It stays far away from Link in this strange place of and it speaks in a way that Link does not understand. But the giant is able to teach the boy that its truth is a haunting song, the Ode to War. Though it's not yet apparent how, this song will serve a greater purpose later. Tattle is able to make out a few words from the giant before it departs. Call us, it says. And with that, there it is.
Nice.
It's time to wake up.
Easy peasy.
We're bringing peace and security to the world. But now, time to celebrate. The waters of the swamp run clear once again. Tattle pieces together the four which her brother spoke of. That guardian must be one of them, which means there are 3 more that they must find around Termina. The importance of this mission has been fully set upon Tattle, and she genuinely apologizes for the troubles that she has helped cause. She kind of misses her landing at the end by insisting that Link doesn't hold it against her, but, it's progress, at least. Their next stop should be the mountains. But first, the Deku Princess is free. She's sweet as pie to Link, and after he tells her what's been happening to her friend the monkey, she asks him to whisk her back to her home. She just knew that her father was going to act a fool after she went missing. They have to save that monkey. Link carries her away from the temple and sees her safely return to her home. She is able to stop the Roman Empire with the monkey and set the record straight on what took place. But so much time has already passed. It's well into the 2nd day already, and there are still yet 3 directions to go. So Link decides to return to Boston and head on first. They manage to get on the road, things have improved in town since the last time they were there. When they ride in, they find that, well, things seem almost exactly the same. People see the moon in the sky, but they've got something different. Link enters his bomber gang code in the bouncer, checks out the observatory, obtains the bomber's notebook, he checks out the stockpot in, but it's like, these people aren't even aware that the moon is going to fall. The carnival committee's leader is in the town square yelling about cowards in his disgust. In the end, his workers fled the town, leaving him here alone to see the opening of the clock tower. During the final night, the clock strikes 12. The clock tower drops open and once again reveals a pathway up to the center. The hero and Tattle make their way up and once again confront the Skull Kid, the masked magician. It plays out precisely the same as it did last time, even with the addition to Link's arsenal. None of it makes sense to Skull, but this time, Link plays the oath.
Boom.
The songs of the Guardian taught him. Link and Tattle haven't freed the other Guardians, but this is all they have. Maybe it will make a difference. From the swamp, one Guardian answers the call. The Guardian runs to the clock tower, stretches his arms and tries to hold back the moon. There's no answer from the mountain. The swamp Guardian tries to stop the apocalypse, but it's not. Link lets the return to the first day. But with the swamp starts free, the next day, perhaps things will be better this time around. The waters will surely be safe, the monkey will not be tortured, the princess will be with her father, the temple will be clean. But that's not what happens. Link rewinds time. All is undone. The mask of the girlfriend is still there, the temple is corrupted. The princess is gone, the monkey will be tortured, the king enraged and frightened.
Boom.
The waters of the swamp are once again riddled with poison. Every good thing that Link has done has been reversed, undone. But he cannot go back to the mountain. There's just not enough time. How can he do that and go to the mountain himself? He hurts for nothing. Nothing about the fear of the Deku Princess. They have to find the next guardian.
Look at how good she is. She is good.
Tattle recommends that they next travel to the north, to the snow-capped mountains. It's dangerous to be sure, but it's also safe. It's a no figure that far exceeds the wonders of dead mountains back in Hyrule. And possibly call this one about halfway up the mountain, Time Village. So we can cover the snow. There's a cute little bridge over a stream, a picturesque cabin, and oh, there's a Goron in the snow. Why is a Goron on a snowy mountain? Mountain clearly is not in the state that it's meant to be. The cabin is actually a blacksmith shop, but the hearth is completely frozen over. But there's nothing here that clarifies why this mountain is covered in snow. So, Hyrule Link must collect the find answers. Most water sources are completely frozen solid, and the rest of the mountain is plagued by water animals that are on site. But Link's fears are confirmed eventually when he reaches another village.
That's so good.
These are not people that live in cold climates, at least not in his experience. So why would their home be nestled here of all places? Well, the snowfall is a very recent development. In the Goron City, the only place accessible to him right now is the shrine, where a baby is crying non-stop. At first, it's a tragic sound, but whoever is weeping is proving themselves to be a non-stop source of sorrowful bellowing. The little creature responsible for the grating noise is the son of the village leader, the Goron elder, who has gone missing. The child is cold and crying for his father, who is nowhere to be found. The elder went into the snow to investigate what was happening at the temple atop the mountain, and he never returned. But Link didn't encounter an elder on his way up here. There's only one path up the mountain to the village. The elder was nowhere to be seen, like he just vanished off the face of the earth.
Freya is there.
Link comes across the owl again. He offered him help once before, and he does so here as well. The owl says that across this chasm near the Goron village is an item that will allow Link to see what the naked eye cannot. The great owl aids Link once again by leading him across that chasm, acting as a guide on where is safe for him to traverse. Several leaps of faith later, Link finds himself at a shrine, and within is the lens of truth. Once used to uncover the secrets of a dead place, now it will help prevent the death of his founder. It aids Link in seeing what was invisible to the naked eye. It can help him traverse the chasm back to the Goron village.
Nice.
Before the lens reveals a great new tragedy. Don't own expensive jewelry? Don't insure an army of vintage action. Insure them all for exactly what you're worth. That means the only one you want. Pay your card in 5 minutes. For what? That's it.
People can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so people can see your business here. See it here. And see it here. You stand out. Even when they're way back here.
That was amazing.
Signs and banners at vistaprint.ca.
I would have missed that.
The ghostly figure looms more on the image, its belly torn open ambitiously. He can't quite believe that Link can actually see him. As a test of this, the ghost asks Link to follow him. He leads him way back down the mountain, but nothing is there to the back of the shop, and then goes up the face of the cliff in a matter of seconds. And atop it is a monument to a fallen Goron hero. This ghost is Darmani the Third, and this is his gravesite. He knows that he's dead. His intelligence, his afterlife was traveling to Snowhead, the temple of the mountain, where a demon was now slain. He just knew that
Boom.
his soul was vigilance. The great owl told Darmani that the one who could keep snatch would find him soon. He had to do it, so he begged the boy to heal his sorrows. To let him rest. And of course, the gentle hero plays for him this song of healing, meant just for being by Darmani. The soft voice of the melody soothe his soul and bring him a peaceful and free moment surrounded by his people. Perhaps a time long past, but a good place to linger. That was what he treasured. Darmani is able to pass on now. People recognize that nothing can do what he's been done. It will allow him to be more and more. It will lead him to the power. That bright child, though, is not asleep. So, before departing for Snowhead, reach the coral man check back into the toddler in Goron form. Seems that the little guy recognizes him as Darmani, and for a moment his tears stop. He asks where his father is. He just wants his father, and then once again his father resumes. The cold overtook him, encasing him in ice. This is not a mission that he's up for, but the security and the people made it.
Damn, dude.
Seeing Darmani in surprise, well, it takes him a moment to overcome. The news of his leaving son stops his disbelief. How long has he been gone? What's been taking place at the Goron village in his absence? The elder no longer cares who or what this Goron before him is. He can't abandon his mission, but his heart won't let him ignore the cries of his child. So he teaches like part of a lullaby that he would play for the child to calm his heart, though he can only remember the first part of it. It's the best he can do, the rest is up to Link. Once more returning to the crying child,
The Goron lullaby.
it sparks his interest. He knows what Link is trying to play, and he can teach him the rest of the Goron lullaby. This sweet melody will put to rest any Goron who hears the tune. Accompanying this lesson are memories from the child, of his father playing the song for him when the sky had grown dark and it was time to rest his eyes. Playing this here now, all the sheltering Gorons in the shrine draw up and fall into a slumber. At least for now, the wailing of the child has ended, and it's time to get up to Snowhead. The route to the top of the mountain is arduous, with monsters cluttering the road and snow rolling down the slopes. It's only traversable by a Goron that can leap the gaps, effectively keeping outsiders away from the temple. Something is blocking the final stretch towards Snowhead, though. A strong gust of wind keeps Link from progressing, but it's as though it's coming from nowhere. After some awkwardness and frustration, Tuttle tells Link that something is in the blizzard, and who would have thought? The lens of truth reveals a massive Goron sitting atop Snowhead, causing all the turbulence. The Goron's lullaby calms the raging spirit, putting it to sleep, and sending it careening into the abyss below. Whoops. Well, at least now the way to Snowhead is open. While at first the height and confounding design of the temple is daunting, there's a strange order to it, making it a test of patience to climb. An odd assortment of villains call this place home, ensuring that the ascent is far from uneventful, and here Link obtains a valuable addition to his bow, an arrow-tipped flame. But the true goal lying high above all else here, locked behind a great door. Beyond it is the source of what troubles the mountain and its inhabitants.
Oh, delicious.
Mechanical beast. It's harmless in its form, and untouchable, which means Link has to protect it, and force the fight to take place against the crushed and fighting. Link led the inhabitants of the mountain and the giant tower. Around and around it goes, rampaging through its halls, forcing Link to take cover or give chase across this dizzying arena. But Go is not blind to his intentions, and launches long-range attacks against the hero with shocking accuracy. Within the land of Termina, this is a battle that rages on deep into the third day. Link and Go chase one another and fight it out. After a long, exhausting conflict, finally, Link takes the fight. With the destruction of this monster, the blue spreading the mountain cease, and the snow begins to melt away. The second great giant is freed from its bonds. Though it cannot move, it's focused on it. The giant is protect his dog with his life. And the knowledge tells him before the time is turning Link. Time is running out for this cycle. There's a brief time that Link
You're kidding me.
before it all has been done. But at least for a short time, the elder of Goron has made that goal.
That's 100. 700. Oh. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
So he decides to go tour around.
Link, what have you done, dude?
Enters to a corner of the land that he had not yet explored. It was once blocked off by a massive rock, but now it's open. It takes him to a place called Romani Ranch, a truly lovely place. And who would have thought? Nora is here, safe and sound, being housed in a pen attached to the main house. Thank goodness she's alright. The skull kid didn't actually harm her, but there's no way to get her out. And the first person that Link meets is a girl about his age, a familiar face, but of course someone completely different. Her name is Romani, and she's acting unusual. Something is very, very wrong with this girl. Her older sister Krevia worries and frets over her little sister's sudden change in behavior. And she about their precious cows, but there are no cows here to be found. Something horrible happened, but neither of the sisters can put to words exactly what. They're both traumatized. This ranch will need to be investigated when time allows, but it's not time right now, it's too late. Time is nearly out. He knows what will happen when he plays this long a time. He knows there's no way to avoid it. Time to undo all the stuff, to reverse time and start all over again. Though hearts have been mended and sorrows alleviated, in the end it won't matter. If he stays here, then Permanent will be destroyed, and every bit of good that he has done, he's about to undo it. But what's the point in even questioning it? Because he has no choice. His heart is hard. Just don't think about it. Just do what needs to be done. But the eyes of that girl, they haunt him. From the time it turned Link and battle to the dawn of the first day.
Look at this. Fire Knight's word. You had it.
No, some things cannot be allowed. He can't harden his heart to this. Make the sign that he must go back to that range.
Flash.
This is the first thing now. First up will be the one that he and then the point of the runs around here brings them that's awkward because it's closed. Oh, about to have fair overtakes Romani, and she tells Link that they are coming. They. Every year when the carnival is they come riding in on a white a whole lot of that.
Good.
Well, this is an unexpected twist, and kind of unbelievable too. The young warrior girl proclaims that she wants to protect the town against the invaders, but she so Romani becomes Link. Each of them a song so that the two can practice jobs together. Hero and Horse
Damn, did I fuck up?
But Link will absolutely come back here to aid.
No, we're good.
So then, however, Link and Ebola can roam the fields and turn them together. On the ranch, they meet a strange man in a cuckoo shack named Grog, who seems vicious. He knows that this is the fault. His only regret in life is that he never got to see his baby sisters grow up. As the sun sets over Romani Ranch, two sisters head inside for their supper and settle for the night. Young Romani will be sneaking out in a few hours, but he gives Link time to scope out a spot to perch on. Zombie deck here? The boy has a few hours to mull over all the possibilities. Maybe she meant or a pack of brave mad cuckoos. The cuckoos would actually experience the bandies. Right at 2 a.m., the girl sneaks out of the main house and runs for the barn.
Nice.
And at 2:30 a.m., like alien or ghosts. The alien ghosts are coming straight from the barn. No doubt they wanted that sweet, sweet chateau Romani milk. And we could explain that there are a few joys greater than influence off milk. These are the they that Romani knew. And for all the rest of the night, they run about the house rooftop and around the barn to shoot the invaders, with the trusty ranch dog there to help keep track of them. Around and around they go, with waves never ceasing in their way. One goes down, the other pops up the will come with the sunrise. Romani is in the barn, protecting the cattle. Once he gets through, then it's game over. The girl is not ashamed of that. He has to keep her all facility. After hours of shooting and chasing, finally, the sunrise vanquishes the invaders. He actually did it. Romani ran to safety, no harm came to the girl or the cows, thank goodness. Romani rewards the mom of their sister's milk, along with the rest of the cows, with one drink's milk, and then she quickly hurried back to the house for her sisters. With the road at the ranch open and nothing else to property, Town. She will be heading out after her work is done about 5 minutes, and she's likely to join her on the back side. We're around.
I knew I was gonna die here, but it's okay. See, we're still getting a lot. Oh, yes. I have to reduce 700, which is a lot, but still. It's doable, you know? To be honest, I don't think we've ever had to get back that much.
Why not? This cycle is dedicated
but it's okay.
And at 6 p.m. sharp, Premier is waiting outside the barn with a loaded up wagon, ready to start the journey to Clocktown. To help Link find some peace with everything that he's experienced thus far. It's just a simple wagon ride into town, and he's there to just be company and an extra set of hands should Premier need help. Erfona will stay with Romani to help guard the property.
Very cool.
And they'll be
There we go.
And she's trying to raise her sister. Vandalism has been taking place. Romani has been learning to use weapons and goes on about ghosts. The moon has her deeply concerned. Her friend Anju is supposed to be getting married the next day, but will the moon fall? There's a problem. The path is blocked, and it should not be. Nobody is intentionally. President Nelson thinks about it. Continue to force them along a path that Kremia does not want. Has them both on edge. They're going to want the property of the Gorman brothers, and if Kremia's concerns speak to anything, it's that this is not a safe place to be. Two men will pitchfork attack the wagon and get chased. These men are
nice.
Their property along the solitary road. Why even bother trying to conceal their faces? Kremia has been victim of the and these are the two responsible. They ride shoot mules, attacking the wagon to attack the product in the back, and they'll break every. But they will be the body as they go.
Bodyguard, 5 years old bodyguard. Got
Those are only given out in extremely limited quantities, and it's an acknowledgement from Kremia that Link is a good example. To the end of the day, they won't
Nice.
Check out that bar. Lockdown is very fancy. Manager of the except he's not good when happy reasons. Lockdown is going to be a performance and a format, but he wished he could do a sound check, but he stopped on stage and he filled it. Not enough Link to fill them. Since there's not much happiness to be found in the bar, who would have thought that bars could be depressing places, Link decides to take off early. Leave the adults to their drinking. His time is starting to run short, and he has accomplished what he set out to do. But before departing, he talks about the laundry room. I recall of a photograph being out. They said he just thinks about the past. Long ago, this strange man was in an animal troop. Why could a man join? That's because the animal teachers were all great, but there was one thing he didn't like about it. Why was the dog the leader? Was there something wrong with him? The dog was an amazing leader. He led a stellar trip no matter the animal. That's why he's gone. The dog's not. He wanted him to wear the leader's mask, but he no longer needs it, so he gets the link. And see, this mask is meant for these tiny animals. It will help them mature quickly into adults in an instant. And hey, that guy Grog back at Romani Ranch, didn't he want to see his baby crickets grow up before the moon fell? It's kind of morbid, but maybe Link will this cycle. Make Grog happy. It's the morning of day 3 by the time Link gets back. Plenty of time to test Boo's theory out. He dons the Bremen mask, starts to meditate, and marches around the computer. One by one, each of the chips follows around, and when you gather them all up, he starts to mature into full-grown crickets. This was Grog's and he's perfectly satisfied now, and gets to will have him on super
I love the way she does it. She's so interesting.
A new cycle begins, and it kicks off with a mistake. Link must go to the ocean in the west, but sometimes directions are hard. He goes jumping through barriers, but there's no clear way forward. The only thing in this little clearing is a conspicuous rock circle. The lens of truth reveals a lone who is so unbelievable that no one can stop Link gives Code on his vision that gets back on his feet, and to repay his kindness, Shiro gives to Link his mask, his stone mask, which will make him just as boring and uninteresting as Shiro. With his health restored and his mask cast aside, Shiro
Nice. Boom.
direction towards the ocean. This is his first time at the seaside. As far as I can set up, nothing is apparently
Good.
Poisonous waters, snowstorms, mice with bombs on their tails. While he has the birds here, a group of them are flocked around something in the water, quite like vultures, circling at night. There are no something that's causing the water to get
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
He's far beyond that point. It's a marvel that he can even walk when he's back on land. He doesn't make it very far before collapsing. This Zorid is named Mikau, and he has only a few minutes of life left to explain his plight to Link, and he will do so in song. Mikau is a guitarist for a band called the Indigogos. Their vocalist Lulu laid some eggs, which is also more songs. Left for dead, his final request was to his eggs to stay. For his time, it's all he can get out before once again collapsing. There's no getting up this time. As was done for Narmon, he plays Mikau a song of healing, just to his soul, so that he might pass on and be with his blessed home. In Mikau's lingering moments before death, he sees Lulu. She's looking at him, recognizes him, the sadness gone from her eyes. And then the rest of the Indigogos appear, ready to start a melody. Lulu takes Mikau, together they go to meet the band. What Mikau looks good. Perfectly recognized, he will see the spirit of a legendary Zora guitarist. He will allow him to take on the vision of Mikau, and all the abilities of Zora. He can now see the water, just as Mikau does.
Such a beautiful way of putting things. Another one. God.
The home of the Zora is not far away, just on the other side of the cove. And just like the ocean outside, the water isn't poisoned or frozen or boiled or gone. It's just like it's just close to the South Bay. The stage being prepared in the middle of a hall for the Indigogos. Link is recognized as Mikau, which gives him a band members. He's the leader of the band. The ocean is changed to abnormal, possibly because there's trouble brewing at the Great Bay Temple. Descendants of the Zora protector of the temple are fated to be met in trouble when this happens, namely Lulu. Upon seeing Link as Mikau, Evan asks him if he got the eggs back, and that he hasn't is distressing. Lulu has taken to standing outside, staring at the ocean, not attempting any communication anymore. Evan believes that if they can get her eggs back, the sadness will fade and her voice will return.
Boom.
And believes that Mikau has the blood of a Zoran hero. He is the only one who can fix this. Link chases off a creepy stalker from Lulu's private room, and inside he finds her diary, which he reads with no hesitation, as though the dirt bag outside wasn't bad enough.
Good.
In her diary, Link discovers that Lulu took her eggs to the marine research lab at the behest of Evan after her voice faded away, just to have them checked out. It was after after that trip that the pirates broke into her room and stole her eggs under the cover of night. Telling Meow about the theft made her feel better, but she didn't put it out. If Lulu knew what had become of Meow, her heart would break all over again.
Slack.
Lulu herself is standing outside the Dora Hall, all alone, staring out at him. She looks to him with recognition and a moment of hope, but seeing he's empty-handed, she loses the light in her eyes again. Like she's trying to tell him something, but she just can't. After learning all of this, it feels like a heavy gloom is sitting over the ocean now. Lulu's diary made mention of a marine research lab taking care of the eggs before they were stolen, so Link decides to drop in under the guise of Meow. And the elderly researcher is in fact expecting Meow and the eggs, and that he doesn't have them yet is irritating to the old man. So this is where they even the up the fortress. It's a massive complex and it's well guarded by all the remnants of the Garuda high rules. If they spot Link, they find the objective. But to add to the situation, there are traps to avoid all around the fortress. But it seems that fate has been on Link's side. That mask that he got from the wounded soldier, Shiro, it makes Link so plain, so uninteresting, that he's practically invisible while wearing it. And with the stone mask on, Link doesn't have to creep around the corridors dodging patrols. He just walks right past the guards. But even with the aid of the mask, this place is hard to make out details of. There's not an egg in sight, but confusions are eased and more complications yet arise. Let's about the heated moment between the leader of the pirates and one of the pirates. 3 of the 7 eggs were lost at sea when they were attacked by a massive sea. They returned to the eggs.
Sure.
Which is obfuscated by the rest of the class. If you get all them together, then they'll go and they'll find really study with it. Of course that's not true, but they believe he's bullshit, and they'll do anything to get that supposed treasure, even steal it from mother's babies. Unfortunately, for the pirates that is, they're not the best.
Feels like this is higher up.
Somebody broke it, especially since there's an egg in that room that they're guarding, and some sort of treasure. Oh golly darn, Link shot down the nest, and oh no,
Again?
everyone's fleeing. Anyways, the treasure in that room will come in. The hook shot.
Charge the laptop.
Perfectly workable in the shell form as well.
Where are my rules, guys? I don't know.
4 are hidden within the fortress, 3 are someplace out at sea. Good. The prospect of deep-sea diving is a bit terrifying, so for now, Link will spend some time here in the fortress just taking his time to clear it out, not because he
Chill, dude, I don't think...
It's just time consuming. One by one...
Try to go on to another level, you never know.
Pirates that would rather fight him than just throw him out.
Yeah, we have to get back to 700. That was way too much. The good news is I didn't do this, so it could be there. And what I would like also...
It's not terribly hard to find. Link saves a golden seahorse from a nearby fisherman, gaining to the murky waters of the ocean.
Ah, there you go.
But eventually he
Perfect.
has to confront it. And
Nice.
deep into the night when Link finds it, a deep, dark hole in the ocean floor.
We'll try to start killing the
Cavern has to be checked for an egg, starting from the top all the way down to the bottom. Each snake has
What you call it, the giant?
with a flashing head in the low part.
I think we only did one.
All 7 eggs are now safely in the other lab research. Wonderful news that finally being delivered from Lulu. Surprise! They all begin to hatch. Little baby Zoras begin to flutter around the tank. And then all night there are 4 eggs in the box. It was called the Midway Rock Nova, a song meant to restore their mother's glory. It should first be shown on Lulu. Play the song for her, meant for her. In the form of the gas, the and play for her song for children. And sure enough, something about it draws her voice out again. Lulu sings freely and joyously, accompanied by Nina on guitar.
300.
Her voice awakens a nearby sea creature, a great turtle that acts as a sort of keeper to the Great Bay Temple. Though the turtle has slumbered for many years, he's still aware of the goings-on within the ocean, and he knows Lulu by name. The return of her voice acted as a signal.
This could be a death.
Atop the back of the great turtle, the hero of time now has access and transit to the Great Bay.
I'm gonna talk to the other guy.
Another giant. This facility is almost a factory, but what purpose it serves isn't really known. Maybe this place helps keep the oceans clean. To reach his goal, Link has to solve a complex system of water flow pipes, which creates a puzzling network that runs through the temple. Turning on certain mechanisms and controlling the direction of the water flow gradually opens up new areas. Here, a once guardian of the temple, Wart, rampages against Link, protecting a treasure that he needs to proceed, the Ice Arrow. From the morning of the second day deep into the night, the hero struggles against
Now what we need...
and planning, and this place truly is a test of the Hylian spirit to overcome. Finally, the hero reaches the chamber leading down into the heart of the temple, in the lair of what now plagues the dead. Called Fjord, has disturbed the waters of the sea and holds captive the third giant that Link seeks. This fight is a balance of finding his...
I love Majora's Mask. My favorite Zelda game.
Must enter the waters to continue his attack. But should Fjord recover before Link reaches the pool, it will try to consume him. Through the dark hours of the night, the two fight it out in the depths of the temple. Fjord even takes the hero down.
Wait, 2,000, 20,000.
Monstrosity.
Ads, okay. Am I the only person with no...
Customers like Jack, great experiences aren't
YouTube Prime. The Gauntlets.
And a vet.
I know I have another one from them,
Norval captured the guardians of
but I think it's their helmet. I'm not sure.
that once imprisoned the innocent spirit trapped by Fjord. And again, he goes to have a brief conversation with them. Tyler no longer waits for the guardian to speak. These creatures seem passive, unacting, unwilling to communicate fully. She screams to the giant that if they don't do something, then something terrible will happen. The only response she can do, though, is help our friend. Title assumes this to mean they must free the final guardians, but what if instead they play the whole story? Title thinks it's just the guardians to make more requests. She issues one return. She asks for a guarantee of cooperation, but the giant doesn't respond to it. They are sent back to the Great Bay. Now that the ocean is destroyed, it's time for her to go to get back to sleep, to watch over the ocean from his deep slumber. He's going to listen to Lulu's lovely singing a bit longer, and then back to bed again. There is one planet that has not been explored. Time is running out for this cycle. For a short time,
Kinda.
we see Lulu's back to the life of the Indigo Ghost, the full power of her voice restored. The Great Bay has calmed, things are returning to normal. Like the great turtle outside, Link can spare some time to relax, enjoy the Zora's home, walk to the Bay, explore the countryside, caves, perform the but, well, it's a hard part. Unless always, return Lulu to her hardware, bring Peacock back to live out what remains of his life, let the Great Bay become murky and polluted again. How can it not? The monkey and Swan will be tortured, or on the suffer of then on top, the Monty Ranch will be attacked at night, Lulu will again spend her days staring out at the sea, unspeaking. He can't save them all. He can't help them all. But out of desperation, he goes to pass there at midnight on the final night. 3 of the Guardians are free, so maybe that's enough to stop the thing. Maybe Santa can fuck his soul kid, or the order and call the free giant order to come around. Passing down and ocean long. Simply attempt up their hands, it's like holding back the
Whoa, let's go. Choose from a
He
song.
has no choice. It's time to go back to the dawn of the first day. Don't think about anything else, at least not right now.
7. The deadly corrupted king.
Lies to the east. Ikana was once a bitter and violent place. Once. No, still is.